Both the vehicles are quarter-liter engine capacities, but why the huge price difference? The FZ-25 is affordable while the Duke 250 is much more pricey. Before we get into the comparison, please check out our previous videos where we have actually taken out individual vehicles and explained what the bike has to offer to the market, the FZ-25 and the Duke 250 individually. So then, let's get started with our motor vehicle review. Let's keep the technical details aside and let's talk about the way the vehicle looks. Now, one of those factors that make KTM much more costlier is design. As always, out of the box thinking and the new vibe that the KTM gives is obviously leaps ahead of the FZ-25. KTM getting individual parts detailed with properly well arranged, aggressive youthfulness to it. Not saying that the FZ-25 doesn't look sporty, the FZ-25 does deliver that, but the obvious difference can be felt between those two thanks to the way it looks. It's quite evident that you can find a lot of component sharing on the FZ-25 and not on the Duke 250, by the way it looks and the amount of details that's provided on the vehicle. You can easily feel the amount of cost cutting that Yamaha have gone through in terms of design. The amount of parts that are being used are not properly shaped to the bike to make it even more sporty to compete against the KTM. But on the KTM Duke, you can see individual parts like the mudguard, the fuel tank and lots of other places where the details are seen. But unfortunately, the exposed wires and the old digital console gives it off. Now, for those who are asking out there why the KTM is pricey, design is one of those factors. Both the bikes are placed in an upright seating position, with the FZ getting a lower seat height. Now, the FZ-25 can accommodate shorter riders compared to that of the Duke 250, while the aggressiveness of the KTM Duke can be easily felt by the way it positions the rider over the FZ-25. So we took both the vehicles onto the road for test ride. Both these bikes give different characteristics, while on the top, the KTM Duke 250 is more tuned towards aggressiveness. The vibration, the noise, the amount of acceleration the vehicle gives on the KTM Duke 250 is completely different compared to that of the FZ-25. The FZ-25 is more calm and composed and can be used for daily city riding. Just because the FZ-25 misses out on liquid cooling doesn't mean that it's a weaker engine. The vehicle produces good amount of low torque and which allows the rider to go easily in a stop and go traffic. Both the vehicles unfortunately don't get ABS, but in terms of braking they were average. Handling on both the vehicles were different. Shorter riders can easily choose the FZ over the tall seating position of the Duke 250. Thanks to the Yamaha being light over the Duke 250, it will be easier to handle in a stop and go traffic. The shock absorbed on both the vehicles were different. KTM offered more of a stiffer setup of suspension while the FZ was somewhat soft. Overall, for those who are looking forward for an aggressive street bike for 250cc, the KTM Duke will make complete sense because of its youthful nature and the way it puts the rider in his seating position, while the FZ is more composed and is more directed towards the city and an affordable market. So who are these 250cc segment of bike catered to? So where should you put your money in? Should you put in the FZ-25 or should you put in the Duke 250? The answer is quite out there. If you're looking for an affordable, calm and composed bike, then the FZ-25 would be your option. But if you're looking for a premium segment of 250cc vehicle which has a good amount of styling and a very nice aggressive nature to it, then the KTM would make a better choice. Thank you so much guys for watching our video. It would be great if you guys can leave your suggestion and comments below. And also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.